So I had a little bit of a story to tell today, and not much of a story really, like a story and talking about a certain person. So this certain person is just a normal person at school, a normal kid, and the really strange thing about this guy is that he is like, I don't even know how old he is really, but he's a junior, 1 year higher grade than me, and he's like 12 or like 13 or something like that. He seems like that. I don't know how. It's really weird. He must be like some really smart kid. In my opinion, he's really actually pretty smart. So I had one class with him, which was speech class. Last year for my freshman year, he had to have been a sophomore that year, which is really weird. Now the funny thing about him in speech class was that he would probably be the only person in the class that would yell something out. If like the teacher asked a question, he'll be the one just to answer it out and get the right answer, which didn't really bother any of us because we didn't have to answer the question. But sometimes he'll take some things a little bit too far. For example, we did this project and all we had to do was talk about 3 different people. Basically, if you want marijuana, if you want marijuana to be legalized, non-legalized, or if you just don't care. We had people in groups, like in set. One person on one side if you agree, and then the other side, and if you don't care, then you'll just be in the middle. Is basically how we would line up. Now, I was in the group that that said it should not be legalized because, you know, I don't mess with that stuff. I don't want anybody else to mess with that stuff because it's bad, and, you know, it's only for people that need it, not the people who just like it. Now, he's in the same group as me. He does not want marijuana to be legalized. It seems normal, but when basically we tossed something for the certain people to talk, and when it gets past to him, he jumps up. And just, oh my god. It's basically what he does is he will say he talks normal, and then when he says it should not be legalized, he'll scream and slam the table. Like, I'd say a second after he said it, he said, I think marijuana should not be legalized. And then slams the table like a second after he says that. And the whole class just died of laughter. This guy was so weird. I don't know how to explain it. He had a rolling backpack. Well, he still has it. He has a rolling backpack. He's short and he doesn't really fit in. I'm not saying everybody should fit in to be in high school, but he was a certain person that was... He was smart, but he didn't act smart. God, him and his rolling backpack, dude, going up and down the stairs is the most funniest thing you'll ever see. He will roll down the stairs, he'll literally like run as fast as he can down the stairs, and all you'll hear are the wheels just bouncing on the stairs up and down. It is so funny. And one time he actually ran into some people and fell over. Now this is where it gets crazy. Like, we're in speech class and what were we doing? We're listening to some students do their presentation. I don't know what it was over. It was last year, so it's really hard to remember, but we were doing our presentations. You know, I've already gone. And I think he was like the first person to go because he always wants to be the first person to either present or do something because he always he always nominates himself just to go first. Now, I forgot to mention that he also has this really big camera. Like, I'm gonna put a picture of what the camera was. Like, look at the size of that thing. Why would you bring that to school? Unless you have is there a class for this stuff? Jesus, you have to bring a really big camera. He always wears it around his neck and just carries it everywhere he goes. It's really weird. I don't know. Yo, it's FaZe Rug. I'm so like, no way. Dude, that's so sick. So with this big camera, it's obvious. It's just obvious he's holding it. Like, I don't even know why he takes this thing to class. I really don't. It's just random. And he also took a picture of he takes pictures of people, things, and everything around the school. So people are doing their project, and there's speech. Yeah, they're doing their speech in front of the class, and we and my friend are looking behind us in the back left of us, and we see him aiming the camera at us. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even know if he's taking a picture of me or us, or he's doing, I don't even know what, or checking his camera, or he was aiming at me. So all I could do was look away and put my head under my hoodie. Okay, that was really weird. I think I got a split quad. So me and my friend we're just looking, and we're looking at the speech, or people getting the speech, and we are not paying attention anywhere to him. We look back again. He's aiming it somewhere else. I don't know where. I think he's aiming at this gray thing on the wall. I think it's like a mold or something. But he's aiming at that. He's taking a picture of that. Teacher tells him to put the camera away because you can hear the click of the camera. Right? It's like a big click. If you ever heard that camera take its picture, like there's no way you'll ever be able to hide this. So she tells him to put it away, and he says, "Okay, let me turn it off." She sees him turn it off, and he turns it back on her as soon as she looks away. Like he's just addicted to this. So with him being addicted to this camera, he pulls it out again as the teacher's watching the student present. Me and my friend turn around. We're laughing at him because he's just being so weird, holding his camera, aiming at people. And he decides to put the camera down under his seat. I'll try and find a picture of what our seats are like, because I couldn't find them before, but this is basically what our seats look like. But yeah, that's the picture of what our chairs like sort of look like, because I know I can't really find a good picture of what it actually looks like. But they're just big chairs with desks attached to them, like a metal bar attached to the desk. And it's like, I'm just gonna like point this out, like if you notice on the chairs, there's holes in the back. On the bottom, there's holes on the back bottom of the seat. He couldn't have made it any more obvious of what he was actually trying to. I think he accomplished what he was trying to do. But all I see is me and my friend turn around. He's focused on his camera, puts his camera down under his seat, points it up, and I know exactly what he's doing. Basically, there's a girl sitting right in front of him. And basically, what I was talking about with the holes is basically you can see like the upper part of people's like butts. Basically you can see the upper part, like on like their, I think it's like the back, like their waist and stuff like that. And he is aiming his camera in that direction of the girl. She doesn't know what's happening. Everybody in the end, like pretty much 80% of the entire class is looking at him, not even paying attention to the speech. I'd say more like 60 or 70% of the class. And you just hear this really loud clicking sound, just one click of a sound, like one click of him taking a picture with that camera, and then he quickly puts it away. Like that's it. That's all he does. Everybody's laughing. He doesn't know what's happening because he didn't know that we actually saw him do it. I think the teacher I said something to because she was even looking at him. Like I think the teacher like pulled him aside after class and like talked to him about it. I think he got in trouble. I'm not sure because the next day he didn't bring his camera back to class. Like we didn't see the camera ever again. I don't know what happened. I think the teacher I don't think she took it from him because I think it's his own personal camera. I do know that he did not bring it back to class after that day. But yeah, I thought I'd just tell us a story about him. I don't know. Something happened today with a bunch of guys picking on him with an elevator because I don't know, he takes elevators. But yeah, it just reminded me of whatever happened last year in the story about whatever happened with him and this one guy. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the story. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys later.